Could you please tell me your pronouns so I can make fun of you correctly?
I remember you telling us that.
So good. So perfect.
They're respectful, but they're also an asshole. Yeah, here. Hello, everybody. I am here today with a kind of crunchy alpha, because my internet's catching up by the looks. But we are here with alphakasalobo.
Hello, my name is alphakasalobo. I'm a wolf VTuber who mainly does game-centered variety content, and a horrible, stinky, horrible entity. Welcome.
So, how long have you been streaming / content creating, and what made you interested in it?
I had to look this up. I started streaming 2 years ago. I didn't even know that.
Yeah, we were around the same time. I think I might have been a smidgen earlier than you. I can't remember.
Probably. Somewhere around there.
I can't even remember that stuff. It's been a minute. I try and not think about how long I've been doing this.
I've been a Let's Play person for my entire life, basically. Because I grew up watching Let's Plays, and I'm like, I'd love to do stuff like this. I hate editing and editing content, though. And then when streaming got big, I'm like, okay, I'll just wait for a good time to do it. And then a perfect time showed up. I was extremely bored because of the unpleasantnesses happening in the world. But I was also still working, so I wasn't broke at home with COVID, but I was still bored at home with COVID. And I had money, so I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I'll support my friends because I've known, oh my god, I've known Maggie and Frapp since like first year of college or sooner.
Damn, so that's been a hot minute.
Yeah, like half a decade or more. Somewhere around there.
Yeah, like 5 or 6 years. That would make sense.
Yeah, so I've known them, and then they're like, okay, we're gonna... I'll save this for the next question. But yeah, like, I've been streaming I've been watching streams and content like that for fucking decades, I guess. So I'm like, you know, may as well.
Was there anything that directly drove you towards the VTubing side, or was it just an overarching just content creation altogether?
It was like a perfect storm of events because I don't like showing my face, and the lighting at the time, it was really funny. The lighting at the time in my room was horrible because I've like, you know, like webcam calls on Discord. I'm like, you know what? No, I can't do that. So I didn't want to do that. But then also at the same time, I dug up an old capture card. I still use it. I dug up a capture card. So I'm like, huh, okay. So I just need to take care of what I'm going to show. And then that was when clipping JP VTubers blew up.
And that's kind of how a lot of us really found our way in, I feel like.
Exactly.
Because your original design was partially inspired by Miko, right?
By Mio?
Mio, sorry. I don't know why I said Miko.
I joked about that, but no, it's not. It's not actually based on it. I think it was because I've had this sort of character design in my head for a long time, but it just so happened that my favorite VTuber also had a similar character design to my model. So I always joke like, oh, I just took the design from that. But not really taking it from that.
No.
There are a lot of coincidences that came about. Yeah, I wanted to be like a small gremlin creature. That was my original idea. But then I was sort of falling out of friendship with the friend group that I was gonna, you know, do VTubing with. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, fuck it, I'll just start all over. And then I saw that Frapp and Maggie were doing some stuff. So I'm like, you know what? I like them more. They're better friends. Let's go.
Let's do some shit.
But yeah,
with them.
the first thing I decided was, wouldn't it be so funny if I made a VTuber called Alpha and all my fans were called Omegas? That was the initial thought. And then it spiraled into 2 models later. We're here.
But was there any other like physical things that I can pull up images for that kind of drove the inspiration towards your model?
Physical?
Corporeal, if you will.
All my alpha outfits are based on real outfits I wear.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense then.
Yeah, the original techwear one is, I mean, I live in Canada.
Yeah.
This is just a down jacket with a hood, parachute pants, and a pair of Adidas.
Yeah, now that I'm looking at that, yeah. Yeah, that makes a lot more sense.
And then even with this outfit is just one of my other outfits in the form of, I guess, Instagram like picture bait is the best way to describe new alpha. And I usually 90% of the time wear tech, what's it called? Like tech fleeces.
I'm
Nike
not
tech
sure.
fleeces.
You and Wilder kind of my
I'm
entry
I
into
love
techwear.
fashion. I love fashion. This isn't techwear. It's
Oh no, like the
what's it called?
original pants and
Oh,
that kind of
original
stuff.
alpha.
Yeah.
Yeah, original alpha's techwear.
Cause after talking to you guys, I bought a couple pairs of techwear pants and I was trying to be cool and hip and trendy. Like my homies. Like
Yeah,
homie
new alpha's
Wild
a win.
walking around in his techwear pants while we're in friggin' like 80, 90-degree weather and questioning his sanity.
New alpha's based on like sort of like TikTok, Instagram influencer energy.
Yeah, I always assumed, and I don't know if this was direct, but we always talked about the love of Gyaru. So I assumed that it was kind of transitioning into that a little bit.
I feel like it wasn't entirely Gyaru. Like Gyaru is secondary to like I I guess there are like points to it that scream Gyaru, like the hair, the
The
pants.
the flip phone a little bit is what I saw.
That was a very good coincidence because because my original idea for my second model was 90s virus taking
Oh,
over original alpha. So the windbreaker, the pants, the hairstyle, these are like 90s heartthrob stuff. But
which
nowadays,
transitioned
yeah,
into
to
Gyaru trends, kind of.
and retro TikTok, retro styles being popular now. So it all just came together.
No, it makes a lot of sense. I don't know why that was just like the first thing that I thought of. I guess it was from our old talk show where we just kind of talked about waifus for 2 or 3 hours. That my mind just goes straight to
Oh, I think
waifu trope.
I think I know why you were thinking about it though. Hang on. Uh because I had a commission of
Oh,
your
the
alpha.
Gyaru commission. Yep.
This was part of the inspiration too, because this matches a lot of the key points of this alpha.
Yep, the stinky Gyaru commission. I remember that now. So, kind of going over that little bit of what inspired it, was there anything that you felt needed to be changed from the prior model or needed to stay the same transitioning over?
There's two big things that got changed. Two large things that were changed over.
Yeah,
No, but
they're hiding under the desk right now.
yeah, no, they're contained. No, because I operate very non-binary, like do not adhere to one side or the other. So this just like fits the other side of what I wanted to go for. Yeah,
It's
because
the aesthetic that I envy, if you will.
original alpha is very like typically masculine, and then I'm like, fuck it. What if I want to go the other way?
What if I
Give
want
me
thick thighs
huge
and
fat,
titties?
yeah, huge enormous boobs. Gimme. Fun fact, all these colors, all the colors on the body are actually swatched from myself.
Oh,
Skin tone is my real skin tone, and I've had both these shades of hair.
interesting. That kind of
The
tangents off of conversations that I've had on here in the past too, where I've always talked about how a VTuber model is like a good way to find your true self. So for your model to already kind of just transition off of you just wanting to be dog instead of
Yeah, no, this is just me
Earl
as a
Alpha.
dog. It's just me as a dog. Same shit.
For those who haven't watched you, as a streamer, do you prefer to variety stream or maintain single games types?
Oh, I'm basically only variety. I love being mainly a variety thing. There are swaths where I play a single game, but I mainly did streaming because I just wanted to show off shit I was doing.
Like stunting with your shinies on Pokemon and shit like that.
I feel like, yeah, because like the thing about me is I can't stick to a certain genre, but I love to be competitive at genres. I played competitive mahjong. I hit top rank in Guilty Gear. I hit high ranks in Splatoon. I just play a bunch of random stuff because I love to be competitive, but I hate being stagnant.
Yeah. Now, going off of that too, then, when people come to your channel, what can they expect? Just kind of give yourself a nice little pitch out there.
Ugh, the worst sense of humor imaginable. Absolute worst jokes. The honestly, the thing I like, if I had to like recommend or I guess warn, I talk about the wildest shit. You
Oh,
know that.
oh yeah. I mean,
Like
we used to have our
nothing's off.
talk show on freaking waifu tropes, so we were going
Oh no,
wild on those.
yeah, I get worse. And you know it. That's that's me sticking to a like a theme for put together topics. I say wild shit all the time. But I feel like that's my appeal is that sometimes I'll say some of the most insane stuff imaginable and people will be genuinely worried because of what I'm saying. One time I just cuz I tweet on my account. I don't use my account for anything except for uh stream notifications and the most asinine insane tweets I've ever sent.
Yeah.
Like I posted this picture of gangster Bugs Bunny
Oh, God.
with the caption when the vulva is puffy and then just posted it, didn't even tell anyone. Are you good or anything?
No, that's just me. That's just normal me.
Yeah, that's just how I be. I love being the one that people go, you gave me a headache with what, like the stuff that you did. Because that sticks with you more than, oh, you're so funny, smiles. No, I want to be stuck in your brain like a fucking nightmare. You want to talk goofy? You want to talk goofy setups?
Oh God.
Do you know about my Switch setup right now?
Oh no, I'm scared.
Okay, so as somebody who plays a lot of Switch games, because that's mainly what I stream. There, that's one recommendation. I play a lot of the new Switch games. That's a good one.
Yes.
Okay, so I have my Switch plugged into a splitter, HDMI splitter.
Yep.
That HDMI splitter, one is connected to my TV so I can play it off stream. The other's connected to my capture card, which is connected to my monitor so I can play it on stream. All of that is under my desk on inside of a like a cage that you screw onto the bottom of your desk.
Oh.
So
Oh.
it's all like in there secure.
Yeah.
It's just inside a cage. But I was like, you know what? This is going to be an issue because I'm just leaving it there stagnant under my desk. This is not going to be good. So what I did is I have how many is it? I have 6 fans, uh, zip tied to the cage itself, like
Oh
computer
my
fans.
god.
Because I used to build computers for fun, so I have fans strapped to it, all powered by USB, constantly blasting the shit out of my Switch with, like, like the full case fans.
Yeah.
Yeah, 6 of those in a contained like vacuum chamber.
Oh my god.
That's why old Alpha used to be so much more unhinged, like insane. I'm so much more normal now. Not normal in the sense that I'm a normal human, but just like I feel like I'm funnier now because I I'm in a better job now where I don't do physical labor. So I'm not mentally insane anymore. Like I take medications,
So we
I
don't
go to
see you
sleep.
doing insane shit at 4 a.m.
Yeah,
anymore
I
at
go
a
to sleep at
Costco.
regular times. I don't I don't hide in the Costco freezers doing the Five Nights at Freddy's rap. Also, hang on. I know this is one of the questions. The tip I was gonna give for VTubers, I'll just give it now because I really enjoyed giving this tip. The tip I want to give VTubers: exercise.
Yes. Don't be fat like me.
Unironically, exercise. Like yours truly, I work a 4 on 4 off shift for my work, which is
Yeah.
why I stream so much now
Yeah,
because I have
exactly.
4 days off to stream whatever. I run about 12 hours a week in those 4 days. Like I'll run for 3 hours, and you feel like so much less of a horrible piece of shit afterwards, mainly because oh, this is getting into my degree. Your brain has more dopamine to act as like a barrier. So say here, for example, I got so depressed and felt like shit playing Apex and other ranked
Oh my
shooters.
god.
And that
Ugh.
was also when I didn't exercise. So you would just sit there, you'd be like, I'm a fucking I I need to
Just
sell my stuff.
NT, just go again.
Let's go again. I but nowadays I'm so much more chill. 'Cause my body is more chill because it's not freaking out every day. 'Cause I
Oh,
don't exercise.
I
And now I
know.
can just be like, oh damn, that's crazy. Like I will get absolute, like for example, yesterday we were on like a 5 game losing streak in Splatoon.
Oh
And
god.
if you've ever played Splatoon, Splatoon is fun, but it's the worst to lose at because you just sit there, you're like, I just got my ass handed to me by a child named Cedric in like
Oh
upper
no.
Massachusetts, and he mollywopped me. But then like if you just have like a better just like brain chemicals makeup, you're so much more chill about it because you're just like, huh, oh well, let's fuck around, I guess.
So hopping along into some more VTuber chat and stuff. What has been your experience with the VTuber community thus far, and is there anything you have enjoyed or you think can be improved?
I am actually pretty far removed from the VT. Not removed. I because I'm very off social media. I
Smart
decided
person.
it was a I decided it was a good idea to not, because I've been a very social media person for a large majority of my adult life. Like I did ebook shit. I I used to be very active on social media, but at a certain point, I just found myself like, if I do this anymore, I'm gonna drive myself insane. So I just altogether got off social media, but I'm still very much in the community, just not, you know, making daily tweets,
Yeah.
networking, which I feel like is a good part about this community where you can thrive without that, or you can because there are a lot of good parts about it, which is good about a community when you don't have to be in a certain way and that's all you can do. Like this is a very open-ended community with a lot of different areas, you know?
Hmm.
And if I honestly, if I could change one thing, hmm, uh,
No daily drama tweets.
yeah, I don't like daily drama. I think daily drama is fun in like the horrible sense of I'm a
Yeah.
horrible person.
I like to watch the world burn.
Yeah, exactly. Honestly, like if you just like I just want people to find the areas they enjoy and to enjoy those and not, you know, try and stick their head into places and then get mad when the place isn't for them.
It's to the same idea as like somebody shoving their head in a beehive and expecting not to get stung. I
Yeah.
feel like is the way things are sometimes. There's other times where we can just all have a wholesome day, but it's kind of once in a blue moon as of late, really.
For me, it's been that because I don't check social
Yeah.
media. I,
See, that's my
as far
job
as
though.
as far as I know, I love social media because I just get to hang out with my friends and we make funny jokes and I post pictures of horses, and it's awesome.
Yeah, I wish I had that same view, but
Also, I can't
I'm the
with
maniac that likes to pay attention to all that shit.
with my new job, I can't have a public social media.
Hmm.
So I also took myself off of regular Twitter.
Okay.
So you want to hear a weird confluence of events?
Oh no.
As soon as I stopped hyperfixating on social media, I started getting back into like sports and health wellness. It was awesome.
Bro, I'm trying to get on my train right now. So unironically, and you might get a chuckle out of this. So I don't know how much I ever talked about this when we chatted the most back in the day, but I love soccer to death.
Oh, sweet.
Soccer is my favorite fucking sport. I used to like I this is where like the dog in me comes out. I feel like I just love running
That
after a
dog
ball
in you.
until I fucking like am on the ground heavily breathing. And I think that comes also from like I I'm asthmatic too.
You got
So
that
like
dog in you.
when I have the stamina to just sprint around and just fuck off, I love it to death. And I'm trying so hard to like find a way that I can get back into like a soccer team, but where I live, there's like nothing around and it makes
You
me
know what
really sad.
sucks?
But this all
So
came from me watching Blue Lock. That was where the chuckle came from.
I did something similar where no, I've always been a sports person.
Mm.
I've Alpha was a jock
Oh,
until give or
hardcore.
take 5, 6 years ago. Y'all know that. Uh, no, I got back into basketball mainly because of I kept. This is weird. Okay, so I do this on stream. If you want to know my secret for how to become a good streamer, um, I always have Donburu open on one of my
Oh,
screens, and I just absentmindedly scroll it. This is a real thing.
I believe it.
There's this fucking hilarious meme image of like somebody. Oh, it's what's her face from Chainsaw Man streaming. Kobeni streaming, and on one screen she has all her streaming shit, and on the other is like anime titties. That's
Yep.
literally how I stream.
Yep.
That's why I have three screens.
That's Kobeni in a nutshell too.
But I saw this fucking trend of drawing anime girls in basketball outfits doing like sick dunks. I'm like, hell yeah, this is awesome. But I've always been an NBA fan, so like that's been my going outside energy that I take with me
Mm.
so that I'm not, you know, I need to try as hard as I can not to arigato gozaimasu in public. Like, I don't want to bring the weeb energy. So I use basketball as my, oh, look, see, I'm normal. I promise.
I shoot hoops on the daily. I'm normal human.
I'm balling.
Hi, I am Norman Normal Human.
VTubers, I feel like it's very good. Say, say you're like me or Yuki, and your main thing is streaming games. If you also just play games on your off time, you're gonna hate streaming
Oh yeah.
because then your hobby becomes your job. And you know what's worse than one job? Two jobs.
Yeah, I called this my second job for the longest time, which I kind of call it that again since I actually have to do work that's called editing. Love you, Da
Yeah.
Vinci. Love you so
Oh no, I
much.
love Da Vinci. Listen, Da Vinci's the best. Don't make fun of Da Vinci.
Oh, I'm not making fun of Da Vinci in the sense of the program. I'm making fun of me and not wanting to work in Da Vinci because editing hard.
Editing is hard. I get it.
Oh my god. I'll like see so here is
Oh, we can.
this is my tip to any content creators out there. And this is a very very basic tip. Don't be me and do all of your editing in one day because I keep doing that to myself. I'll like do everything on Friday when I'm planning to upload on Saturday. So I just go straight
Yeah.
11 hours of editing and I want to murder myself.
Yeah, no, I like I think the last big editing thing I had was my lore video, which involved like 5 different types of multimedia because I had live action filming, I had computer filming. Best thing to do when you're editing, break it up. Like
Oh,
do like
definitely.
do all your effects first, get your timeline up first, whatever you need to do.
See, I just hate listening to my own voice. I'm going to be honest.
Also, that's another big tip. Gamers, get used to hearing your own voice. I got used to hearing my own voice over time.
Something that I
That's a
actually learned about me when I was editing so much is I talk really fucking slow. The only way I can deal with myself when I'm editing is if I put myself on 2 times speed because I just hate myself. I'm like, this guy is talking so damn slow. No wonder nobody wants to listen to his fucking content.
I have that West Coast voice where it's too fast, and I have the ums and likes that big bimbo energy type
That Valley
talking. So
Girl
I'm
energy.
fine. Yeah, I got Valley. It's fucked up. The way I talk, I'm from British Columbia, which is up like it's right above Washington State.
Yep.
The accent I gained because I grew up in a farm town, but on the West Coast is absolutely fucked up. I got like a San Antonio accent.
Oh
I, s-
god.
I use colloquial y'all, but like in all of my sentences.
I still don't know how I don't have people yelling at me for saying ain't. I say ain't so much. It's
I use y'all all
I
the
do it on
time.
purpose though. There's a difference. I like to say
Y'all.
ain't and hope that somebody hates it.
You don't use yaint?
Yain't? No, I
Yaint
don't
is
usually.
yeah,
Yain't never
yaint
done
is
nothing like this
yeah,
before.
exactly. Yaint is short for y'all ain't, which is
Exactly.
already 2 shitty words combined. Yaint.
Yain't. Talking about my taint? No, you ain't.
No, yaint.
So now moving on a little bit further, I don't know how frequently you upload still on there, but as someone who made a lot of short form content with TikTok, how important do you think it is for content creators' growth And what are some tips you have for VTubers on TikTok?
It is important for. I feel like it is very important.
Because people like short form content.
It's people love short form content. Thing about it is, because I like you said, I treated this as my second job for the longest time, which is a good way to think about it because there's a chance if you do well enough, it could be your second job.
It could be your
But
only job.
Yeah, but at a certain point, my brain was like, you know what? I think you need a break because I have 12-hour schedules, 4 days a week that I work with, and sometimes I just like a little break. But also, in my head, it wasn't doing good for me to work, like to keep working and grinding, because I don't work like that. It's not. My brain doesn't like it. And I had to sit down with myself. I'm like, I'm already working with so much fucked up here that I think I just need a hobby. So the moment I started treating streaming as a hobby rather than a potential job, it sort of changed me and I got better with streaming and I started streaming more because I enjoyed it more. Not everything became a potential clip or a potential something, potential this, potential that. I loved making TikToks, but at a certain point, it was cutting into the time I had for myself, for significant others, for friends, and I had to say either I'm going to stream less or I'm not going to do short form. But I enjoy the free time I get, which is streaming. I love making TikToks. I was very good at it too.
Oh, you were, and everybody liked to scream Rengoku at you.
Yeah, I love making TikToks, but I also am a person who I can only make TikToks when the idea comes to me. If I sit down and make it, it's not going to be as funny. I made some absolutely off the cuff, unhinged TikToks, and that's the shit I like doing. But I also feel like, and this is going to be fucked up to say, I feel like I'm too mentally sane now to be making TikToks.
Oh, the TikToks that you made before were unhinged as fuck. So if you went back to making TikToks again, it would not be the same.
Like you can see where I made TikToks because it was when I was still working at Costco.
Because you literally use the Costco background, yeah.
Yeah. And then I stopped when I stopped working at Costco because I got used to my new job. And then I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to enjoy streaming. I made the funniest fucking TikToks. Like, I think my favorite one is the one where I reacted to the wolf getting stuffed with the stuffing machine.
Yep.
And then people are like, what the fuck is wrong with you? And that's my favorite thing. Like,
see, my favorite was the one where you memed on the stretching.
Oh, when I just moan into the mic?
Yeah. That's such like a fucking, I don't even want to say a hot take because it's not a hot take. It's just an actual thing that happens.
Everyone agrees with me.
And I think it's the funniest fucking thing ever how everybody just has that stretch redeem so they can go into the mic and go, as they do it.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I'm just like, oh, there goes my fucking knee again.
Like, hey guys, can I burp into the mic really loud? Which is fucked up because with my model now, before if I said that, nobody would give a shit. Nowadays, somebody would be like, hey, can you burp into the mic? I think you should get closer when you burp into the mic.
Yeah, you're going to go into the VTuber burps Twitter. Is that a thing yet? That's got to be a thing.
Yeah, of course it is. Hey, alphakasalobo, can you use your big ass to fart? Thank you.
They're There is literally a Twitter called VTuber Burps. I don't know why I even like second guessed if there would
Hey
be or not.
yo, this has been my literal first goal since I started streaming.
Hmm.
A lot of people have different goals. Like, I want to get partnered. I want to do this. I want to do that. I reached one of my goals, which was to get sponsored.
Yeah, I saw
Uh,
that. That was Pog.
I still am. I love Control. Everyone buy Control. It's good for you. They come in cereal flavors, so it doesn't taste like garbage.
I'll put it on the VOD. I'll throw your link up and
My
everything too.
real goal is to get somebody to draw port of Alpha.
See, my goal
Unprompted.
is to get sponsored by Gamer Subs. Gamer Subs sponsor me.
Oh, that's awesome. I've been marketing something to myself. I've been talking about this here. You know what? I pitched this to a bunch of people. I need your opinion.
Oh God,
I want to make a product similar to Gamer Subs, but it's sunflower seeds and the
bro,
cups are like sexy anime girls.
bro. Oh my God, that's like, if not for energy drinks, that's like the next best thing. The
Like
amount of
what?
streamers that would just
Like,
fucking nosh on some sunflower seeds in the background of a just
I do
chatting,
that. I do
bro.
that.
If I had sunflower seeds, I would get right on that shit.
Yeah,
Bro, that's actually a dope idea.
but it's
You need to
also
market it. You need to market it to the FPS streamers though.
but it's also like one it's like one step away from like you've probably seen this. It's so common, especially in the States. Like a Pepsi cup from a fountain drink, just
Yeah.
full of dip.
Oh no.
It's
Oh
the same
no.
thing.
Yeah, I'm in like the prime area for that
Are you
shit too.
are you in the Mountain Dew and dip area?
Not so without
Yeah, without
disclosing
doxing.
exactly where I am. I am in the upper northeast. I when I was younger, I used to look out my window and see the tallest mountain in the state. So I am of the area where they are very much Trump will rise again. I'm gonna spit more into my dip cup. Look at my fish. This is the size of my dick. Fucking that kind of energy.
Look at my Hemi truck. Watch me watch me struggle to climb up the steps because of my arthritis from all the dip I do.
I mean, there's the prime example is when I was in high school. So our cliques were very much the stoners, the band kids, the hicks, the jocks, and then just the whatever. And the hicks were like walking around in their Tims and their Dickies, and they always had to be wearing a hat and their Carhartt sweatshirts, and they would stand at the end of the fucking halls talking to each other in walkie-talkies.
That's awesome.
I fucking hated it. Oh my
That's
God.
so absurd. It's hilarious.
It was so fucking dumb. And given kids are doing that now still, but that's also because their Apple Watches have walkie-talkies in it. So that's the other reality of it too, is these guys walking around calling themselves hicks while they're wearing a fucking Apple Watch, and I'm like, bro, you are not a redneck, you are not a hick. You might work on a farm, but you are very entitled. You are not a hick. Oh my God. So moving along a little bit on the questions. This is kind of a tough question that I like to ask people because I just like to see their responses or hear their responses rather. If there was one area or one creation that you have created that was able to blow up in popularity today, what would you like it to be?
Uh, I wish the only thing I would have wanted to change, because I love the way I stream. I love being super casual. If not the fact that it's just this like sit down, shoot the shit type of streaming. If not that blowing up, I want more. I wish I got more people making fun of me and coming at me for my wild ass TikToks.
And calling you Rengoku and saying that Akaza needs to visit you tomorrow because they hate you.
My favorite thing that I ever got was that somebody said, "Could you please tell me your pronouns so I can make fun of you correctly?"
I remember you telling us that.
So good. So perfect.
They're respectful, but they're also an asshole. They're a respectful asshole.
But yeah, no, if not just like the shit I do now, which is what I like doing.
Yeah, just your Twitch streams in general.
The absurdist TikToks. That's what I would have wanted to blow up. I'm kind of glad it didn't, because I hate making short form content. I like doing it. It's very fun, but it's very annoying to do.
See, I have two opinions of short form content. One, most long form content I have trouble paying attention to, so that's why I end up on short form side. But also, short form leaves so much to be desired versus me going and like we talked about Wendigoon earlier. Like I only started like watching him more recently, but after you like start to get into the routine of watching like hour-long video essays, then you realize how much more knowledge you just gained out of that, even though you sat there for an hour. Meanwhile, I'm gonna go on TikTok for 2 hours,
You're gonna watch
but
Alpha
lose
Blow
brain
Bite.
cells
Yeah.
versus learning something over here. That's
What
to
the hell
watercolor again.
It's like, what the hell happened here? And then you look at it like, what the hell happened here? I am somebody who owns 2 pairs of Crocs, and I wear those more than shoes. Okay.
Oh no, not the Crocs.
No, Crocs are drip. Fuck you. Crocs are drippy.
I'm trying to revive Alpha, but my internet does not like me tonight.
It's okay.
We're just gonna have watercolor Alpha again. It's okay. This is fine.
I'm in your brain. I'm in your brain cells. By control.
This is what my thoughts look like normally.
This is what your thoughts look like when you try and encapsulate Alpha. Just melt your brain off. Main tip for VTubers: find something that works with your setup. Don't go straight into I want to stream this, and if it looks blurry, it's okay, people will still enjoy it up to a point. If
Yeah,
you need to stream a capture card game on a laptop, do that. I did that.
Yeah. So you can do it with anything. I just like to I like to try and look professional. My internet just doesn't want to let me look professional.
I feel like I'm chaotically professional, because despite all the bullshit that my stream looks like, I have everything settled and it's all put together. I just choose to make it look horrible.
I feel like you have the aesthetic as that oh god, I'm trying to think of what the meme was. Do you know the meme where it's like the whole business suit in the front, but then like
Oh yeah, business
nothing in the
with,
back?
Like, yeah, with like the ass cheeks hanging out.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
That's your aesthetic right there.
This is my real life too. I am professionally chaotic. That's how I live my life. Like, I work in an office. On my night shifts, I come in Crocs and a windbreaker. I work for the Canadian government. And I walk into work with Crocs, a ninja headband, not an actual ninja headband, but it's the style of headband where you tie it in the back,
Yeah.
and a windbreaker. I look like I got transported from a drug ad from the 90s.
Now all I'm thinking of is fucking
Those drug PSAs from the 90s.
did you might not have. I don't know if you've watched much of Curtis Connor's stuff.
I have, yeah.
He did like a whole episode on Canadian drug PSAs.
Oh, yeah.
And there was like that
Put it in your
one
mouth.
where it was like that fucking guy and he took his glasses off and his eyes were just all fucked. Oh my god, I gotta find a picture of that.
Imagine watching that as a child.
It was terrifying. It was literally body horror.
Wait, I forget. Did he show the North American house hippo?
Yes, he did. He did.
Okay. If you've ever wanted to know why I'm the way I am now, imagine me at literally like 4 or 5. And I was like, I would wake up because I'm bad at sleeping. I have sleep apnea. And I would wake up super early, like at like 10 o'clock, and I would just see this wild ass fucking commercial about the North American house hippo. But I always got so scared that I never saw the end of it, where they say like, don't always believe what you see on TV. I would just see, there's a fucking hippo in my house and he's gonna eat me. Dare shit was kind of awesome. I feel like they did Dare well when they had like famous people come and be like, don't do drugs, kids. Like Mr. T yelling at you to not do drugs.
I pity the fool who does drugs.
Yeah, and then you get this, and you're like, no wonder
this
Canadians
fucking
are so...
man, this man,
this fucking Coraline enemy.
He looks like he has pus in his eyes.
This looks like an... You know Aardman Animations, right? Like the stop motion guys?
No, I don't.
This looks like... they did Wallace and Gromit and those types of movies. Yeah. Yep. This looks like an Aardman villain of a fucking, like, Edgar Allan Poe poem.
I can see it. I can see
this looks like an enemy.
I want to pop his eyeballs. I don't know why.
Don't say that.
I don't know why. I just want to do it.
I want him gone.
He's gone.
Removed from this plane of existence. Get him out of here.
But the North American house hippo. Oh my god, that is such a it was such a weird concept to hear about. Curtis Connor is my insight into Canada.
Canadian
and
culture, yeah.
Things like Man Tracker, how there's just a fucking dude riding a horse chasing after celebrities.
Okay, you're gonna really realize, like, I'm gonna delve into this, and you're gonna realize this is why Alpha is so insane. So I grew up in the most Americanized of the provinces. Mm-hmm. Because like we're us and probably Ontario, but Ontario less so because, you know, they have the capital there, so they have to act more Canadian about it. Nah, British Columbia is basically Washington too.
Oh no.
So I had a very Americanized upbringing. I would watch American cartoons.
Yeah.
I would go to America a lot. But combined with the wildness that is Canadian TV, so I would have both of them combined. And then, like, for example, I played American football and baseball growing up, but also hockey. So it's all, like, both combinations of the wildest shit combined. This is why I be like this.
Yeah. What are some things that, because I feel like we kind of went over this, but what are some things that you would still like to achieve in your streaming career, and how do you plan on achieving them?
I just want to... I've already been doing this. I just want to harness this nice, chill community. I want a community where it is very balanced. I don't want the... Alpha Samba... Lick my toes. I'll lick your toes, Alpha. I hate those types of communities.
No thank you.
Which is why I don't watch a lot of VTubers.
That's fair.
Because some of them cultivate that community. Especially ones I already hated beforehand. And then they did, like, and then, you know.
I mean, there's a certain Niji Sanji streamer that is recent that I have a lot of opinions on because he acts just like that, but I'm not going to say names.
Are we thinking of the same person?
There's two people.
You know what? That's true. Anyways,
Yep,
yeah,
there's two of them.
but yeah, I hate that type of community. I like what you like. We've been to each other's streams. It's the very just like
Yeah.
me yelling at my own chat, my chat yelling back. I say some dumb shit. Everyone goes, Why are you like this?" I'd rather cultivate a small community of just memers.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's about it, honestly.
See,
More so, I want to keep this fun.
I originally wanted to do that. The only take that I'm tangenting off of is I'm building an information centric environment. So I went from just kind of being a goofball, which I'm still a goofball, to trying to do stuff like this, my talk show, where hopefully somebody learns something at the end of it. It might be that I fucking am an insane person and do stupid shit. It might be something really good to help with their VTuber career. And then fucking me getting obsessed with horror fucking content lately. So now I want to make a horror show. All right. So kind of wrapping stuff up. You kind of went through some earlier, but just to condense them together right now, what are some suggestions for people who may want to start streaming slash VTubing?
I think now is a really good time. The market is good for it. People love streaming. There are lots of good games to stream. I felt like the area where we started streaming in was also an
Super,
optimal
yeah.
because there were so many games coming out. And okay, the confluence of events when we started streaming, that like early 2021, right? People just started getting back into games because of Animal Crossing.
Yep.
People started watching streamers more because there's nothing else to watch.
I
And people
actually started watching Twitch specifically because I didn't have a computer and I couldn't play Phasmophobia myself.
exactly. And there was a lot of people who wanted to play games, didn't have access to the games. Either computer wasn't good enough, they drifted their Switch sticks too much playing Animal Crossing, etc., etc. And they're like, I'm just gonna go watch Twitch. I feel like now is also a good time. There's a lot of bangers coming out.
Yep.
There's a lot of good games backlogged that you can play. And it's not a dry season for games. But
Exactly.
also, resources for cheap VTuber models have never been easier.
Best they've ever been.
That one website where it's like the VTuber art resources where you can, like the VTuber Fiverr thing. Like, for example, do you mind if I change my model really quick just to
Go for it.
showcase? So, for example, if you don't want to make an entirely professional model, this shit cost me nothing. And this is a very high quality, well rigged model.
Yeah.
And people love this shit. And also, the community is really good about it now. It used to be real bad.
So the community, it's the best the community's been in a while. I will not say
Mainly
that
'cause
they
there's
are
no drama. Less drama.
perfect right now, because there's a lot of drama going on right now. Give it like a month, it's gonna fade.
But also, like, that month, that time gives you, the time to, like, see what you want to do, test out streams.
Yeah.
Or if you're like me, never test anything,
And just hit
wing
the
it
go
and
live.
wing it and be an absolute professional about it. If there's one thing, I've never prepared for anything. This is true of me, and I will carry that to my grave.
See,
It's also
meanwhile,
good to
me
prepare.
sitting there for hours writing scripts and shit. I only, so unironically, something for people who want to format stuff the way that I do. The only reason I write scripts is because I'm forgetful. That is only reason I write scripts, is because I forget if I've talked about something, so I can refer back to. I actually usually notate when I ask questions in my recording too. I didn't do that this time. Oopsie. But you don't even need to write a script. Like, some of my friends out there that do write scripts, they just write scripts for their own peace of mind. That's basically the same reason that I write mine, is just for peace of mind. It's not even something that you have to do. And like, honestly, I feel like scripted formats actually end up coming out worse than if you were able to just kind of let things be loose and fun, if you will.
At the same
Other people
time,
can disagree.
They can be rambly.
Yeah, absolutely. Which is why I do it.
Big tip from somebody who used to do a weird amount of professionals. Like, I used to do a lot of like speeches in front of big crowds. I don't remember why. I never made scripts because, especially me, bad, horrible attention span, I cannot read a script and then talk it. Like, I can't read something and then say it exactly because my brain reads it faster than my mouth can. What I do is I make very basic points. I talk out, like, I usually annotate it where I talk out points and then I remove all of the stuttering or like the adjectives and shit like that, and I just leave very basic notes on what I want to do. Like, I do that. I'm doing that right now for my script that I have here because it's what I'm best at. It's like, if you want to make content where you're talking through something like a talk show or a podcast, it's best to, if you don't like script form content, to have very basic overarching notes in a checklist style script. I'm trying to think of other good tips for streamers. Don't stick to something you hate that is popular. That's the only thing I want to say.
Me with Apex.
Me with Apex. We got out of there. We got out of there, Yuki.
Bro, I actually have even, and I haven't like directly said it, I'm sorry for anyone who comes here for Overwatch content. You're not going to see that anymore. I'm done with Overwatch.
Watch Splatoon content, you can come
watch
over to
it
my
at
stream.
twitch.tv/alphakasalobo.
Or hotsexyblondes.ca, which also
yes.
redirects you to... You know about that story?
No, but that's just such a you thing.
You've seen me say it. I bet somebody, because I wanted a URL shortener.
Yeah.
But I didn't want it to be like alpha.casalobo or anything. Like, what's the worst thing I can make I'm like, what if I just make it look like a porn website? So I searched up like a hotsexyasians.com, and obviously that was taken.
Obviously.
Like, what about hot sexy blondes? Will that work? And then it didn't work for .com, obviously.
Yeah.
But I'm like, okay, let's try other URLs. Canadian URLs are dirt cheap. That's why I also bought one for Ember. I think I got like embersescape.ca for like $1 for a year.
Holy shit.
And like alphakasalobo was 67 cents for 2 years.
Jesus
or
Christ.
hotsexyblondes.ca. But yeah, like, I don't know. I feel also something, never try and boil down your comedy or style to, I want to be like this person, especially if it's another VTuber.
I'm just vibing. That's my whole goal. We just
I
vibing. We got the
I
cherry
have a
blossoms in the background.
I have a unique, insane sense of humor, and I have never tried to change it.
And I don't think that you should, honestly. The second that you try and change yourself is the second you stop being funny. Because, in my personal opinion, and a lot of professional level people will disagree with me, the first person that should find you funny is yourself, always. So if you don't even find yourself funny anymore, then what's the point?
But
I laugh at all my own jokes.
at the same time, you if you can be as funny to yourself as you want, that's awesome. Sometimes you just do shit though, and then people yell at you because you drew yourself having a baby with the salmonids from Salmon Run from Splatoon, and people get mad at you for that. But yeah, it's fine. I have the
Jesus.
picture. You want the picture?
I don't know that I do. I'm scared.
Exactly. This is what I'm saying. If
I
you if
I
you
hate it.
can brand your humor in a way that's distinctly you, it's awesome. That's way better than like here, for example, if I talk like this, exactly like a Minecraft YouTuber every time I stream, everyone would fucking hate me. Isn't that right? That's also my Sonic voice. All the same shit. I think if you bring yourself to have a sort of energy that's not where you're at your usual self, you're just gonna end up burning yourself out,
And
and
you're
you
gonna
won't
be
be funny to everyone
exhausted.
else. Yeah.
A great example of that actually is one of my friends, Oshi's, Fulgerovid. He started out with Niji doing a voice. After like a month, he's like, yeah, no, I'm good. I'm not going to do that voice anymore. This is my actual voice, and this is how I'm going to talk. And yeah,
Can you imagine if I talk like fucking Sonic the Hedgehog all the time?
I would probably punch you. I'm going to be
I
honest.
I'm so mad because like there are so many talented VTubers who do so many good voices. You know what's the only fucking voices I can do? It's Sonic and the main character's friend in every Persona game.
For
That's the only.
real? For real?
Are you being for real with me right now? Yuki,
I don't.
back you up here, bro. You're my bro, and I wouldn't let my Nakama be hurt like that.
My fucking knock 'em. Oh, that just
Chan, this shit's bullshit, am I right? Yeah, and then they have like the weird amount of swearing. It's like, this is fucking bullshit.
just all right. To wrap our chaos up, if there was one creator you could see or any suggestions for the show, who/what would it
Ooh,
be?
huh. Uh, my friend Aria, who is also another streamer,
Oh, I know Arya.
very, yeah, very, very good streamer and great success story there. I'd love to see Arya get recognition because they put in a lot of work. If you're looking to get into VTubing, I recommend not becoming a PC game VTuber. I recommend doing a capture card first because it is a cheaper way to get into it. You might think, wait, that's not a cheaper way. You have to buy a capture card and a console. Most people have some console that connects to HDMI, even a PS3.
A
And
lot of
uh,
people start with like PlayStation or Xbox streaming.
play a lot of people start with either on console streaming, or a lot of people do, including myself, which is how I got started, and I still am streaming Switch games because
Yep.
it's cheaper. Because your level of professionalism and stream quality goes significantly up if you're streaming laptop quality on like laptop level, but with a model and a game running at 720 smoothly.
Yeah.
Because the other option is you're playing an unoptimized game like Apex or Minecraft at 10 frames a second, struggling and crying because your stream looks like shit.
Yeah.
Infinitely better.
Thank you guys all for coming and hanging out with us.
Yeah.
It's been fun.
It's been glorious.
And then, of course, if you haven't followed Alpha yet, follow Alpha
At
because
hotsexyblondes.ca.
yes, that. Don't follow the link that I was going to send you to. Specifically, go to the hot sexy. No. Wrong one.
Go check out Yuki's channel, like, comment, and subscribe. Ring that bell, baby.
Oh yeah, I said I was gonna start putting the fucking subscriber numbers on just to piss people off.
Remember,
The graph. Look at the graph.
Hey guys, only 9% of you guys are subscribed. So if you like this content, remember to subscribe, hit that bell, and remember to follow this video sponsor.
And now Alpha turns into watercolors again after they say that. So
I love how I turn into watercolors because of, like, I harnessed the YouTuber in me.
the internet's trying to kick you off. You're too powerful. All right, guys. Thanks so much for coming by. You're pretty cute. Probably smell good.
Yeah.
Something weird like that. I don't know.
Kunka kunka or whatever.
And I'll see y'all next time.